Great day, great people. I wanted to come on and share this information that's been heavy in my spirit all last week, the week before, and this week. And I feel like it it need to be shared. I feel like that we all can use this information and to begin to apply it to our life every single day. But the let's jump into it. The name of my topic tonight is you cannot heal mentally while starving spiritually. We have to allow God to refill us. Here's why. The reason why we have to allow God to refill us because we cannot heal being spiritually depleted. Right? And I wanted to jump on and share because number one, when we begin to allow God to refill us by being spiritual bankrupt or spiritually depleted, or we have to understand we cannot heal being spiritually depleted or bankrupt, right? Um so let's jump into it. So number one, the reason why this is so important and vital because we don't want to start interacting with friends, business partners, family, and we're in this spiritual depleted place, and we begin to get offended by people that's carrying this weight on their life. And they may not say some of the kindest things while going through this type of situation. They may not they may not they may not thank you for joining. Eric and Quinn, thank you for joining. Hello, hello, hello. So when you're spiritually bankrupt or spiritually depleted and you begin to move and operate in this space, some can be aware of it and some may not be aware of it. But what can usually happen in these type of situations is that you'll begin to react in a way you don't even realize that you're reacting, right? So I'm gonna just share a few things on what that looked like. So by being spiritually bankrupt or spiritually depleted, you're not broken. Okay? So that's good news. We have time to allow God to replenish our spirit, replenish our mind, replenish us as a person. So these are some of the things that you can look for or that can happen or be in motion while one is operating in a spiritual bankruptcy but not broken, or spiritual depletion but not broken. When we are spiritually bankrupt, it will show up in our relationships, right? You may become impatient with those you love or those you in partnership or businessship with. You might find it hard to forgive or offer grace. Not that this is not saying you're a bad person, not at all. This just saying that you were shifted in the arena of life while going through certain life experiences, and you happen to shift in spiritual depletion, because it drained you so much. It drained you mentally, it drained you spiritually, it drained you physically. And you was just in this place not realizing that I need to take time to unplug, or I need to take time to do self-care, or I need to take time to do a mental reset. Cuz a lot of times we'll go do and put ourselves on the back burner, and we taking care of everything and everybody else but ourselves. And a lot of times we are force shifting these places. You may become impatient with those you love or in partnership with or businessship with. You might find it hard to forgive or offer grace for the least little thing. You'll lack discernment and fall into toxic cycles. You may feel isolated even when you're surrounded by people. Y'all, this is not a good place to be. Yes, you're spiritually bankrupt, but you're not broken. You have time to allow God to refill you. And this is what you want to allow God to refill you. Let me just share an encouraging word in the book of John 15:5. So this is very encouraging. I am the vine, and you are the branches. He who abides in me, and I in him, bears much fruit. For without me, you can do nothing. This is where we have to allow God to refill and replenish us. We have to trust the process when he does that. We have to remember this, though. When we're going through spiritual bankruptcy or spiritual depletion, we have to understand that God is a God of a restorer. He will restore us. And I just want to empower and encourage you guys. Be aware. Be aware of spiritual depletion. Be aware of spiritual bankruptcy. If we're not aware of it and allow God to refill us, this is another thing that can happen. Anxiety can begin to rise. Depression begins to try to attack us, mentally and spiritually. So this is a key important. So I wanted to come on and empower you and just remind you and edify you and encourage you that you have to take care of your mental health matters. You got to make sure that you're resetting mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. So be aware of these spiritual bankruptcy tendencies. Make sure you are staying connected to God. Make sure you staying connected to his word. Make sure you're fasting. Make sure you're praying. Make sure you're speaking life over yourself. Because we don't want to have to come into spiritual depletion. It's not a good feeling, y'all. It's not a good feeling. But I wanted to come on and just empower you guys just to be aware of this. This is very serious. And not a whole lot of people is talking about it. We have to be aware of spiritual bankruptcies. And we have to be aware that if we don't take control over this and make sure God refill us, it can cause broken connections with the ones we love, the ones we do business with, the ones we do life with. And we want to be operating from a healed place. Do the work. Do the inner work. It's worth it. I wanted to just share that. Just be mindful, y'all. It's very serious. We have to do a mental reset. Romans 12, 1 and 2 often tell us that do not conform ourselves to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of our mind. We have to renew our mind so that we can allow God to come in and do that spiritual replenish. We have to allow God to come in to do that spiritual refill. So just be encouraged, you guys. I just want to empower you guys. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. Love yourself and go be great. Oh, and if you have not subscribed to this channel, I greatly appreciate it in advance if you do. Love yourself and go be great. Love y'all.